Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody. Oh, Amanda, we can't hear you because you're on mute. Oh, there you are.
And I'm Amanda. Hello.
Oh, good morning. It's spring.
It's been a while. It's been forever.
Yeah, we had Easter last week. I know we're big Easter heads.
Big Easter heads. Yep. I had to cancel going to my mom's house because once again, I came down with a debilitating 3-day migraine, but I am going to the doctor at the end of the month, getting all the work done. My mom wants me to get a CAT scan, and that didn't make me almost shit my pants. I was like,
I'll probably do that just with headaches. It's like standard.
It's free protocol. So.
Yeah,
might as well.
Good.
Check for everything.
Welcome everyone in the chat. We have
Hi, guys.
Almost 100 people. So you know what that means. Smash that like.
Smash
and,
it.
Subscribe. We actually saw each other yesterday with lots of friends from the show. And the reason we showed our little icons, avatars, whatever you call it here.
Yeah, we're
promoting.
We're promoting. We actually thought about promotion and stuff. Yeah, we. Oh, by the way, we're not doing an episode next Sunday, but after that, it'll go back to kind of normal, I think, as much as we can predict. But we did an episode. We canned our 420 episode yesterday.
Oh, third annual.
I was so fucked up after. I think all of us were. Like, it was just, and at one point, I remember sitting there just like, I almost had a meltdown because I felt so paranoid and I thought that everyone was mad at me. And also, I was the only one that was high, and that you guys were all like, oh my God, Amanda's such a mess.
I think that's how we were all feeling, but maybe that's just
And I said it at the end, and then everyone else was like, that's how I feel too. But then I rewatched it last night just to make sure I didn't need to cut anything. You cannot tell anyone is stoned. Like at all.
Oh, okay. I just felt like I had the giggles. So those of you who are new, this whole thing started because I, much to my avatar, I am, again, at Dare headquarters, my photo from 1990 is still hanging up. They're like, this one,
it worked.
It. Yeah.
But until someone like her made someone Amanda. Like me. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. What, 3 years ago? Whatever.
This was our third annual.
To get me high.
Yeah.
And I don't think it totally worked.
No, you had a vape. And a lot of people don't get high on their first time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not into the smoke thing. Anyway, so last year, shockingly, I still had all my stuff left over from the year before, but it had aged and crystallized. So I tried to melt it with a...
Yeah, and I nagged her for months and months leading up. I'm like, make sure you go back and get it. And she's like, I still have my vape. And I'm like, I think it's probably not good anymore.
Yeah, so I accidentally made meth, I'm pretty sure.
She was just like, there
was like a smoke came up in the air. And
she was like lighting the part up here. So this time she did it right, and she did an edible. And
just like little gummies, safe gummies.
I mean, this is going to drop on our Patreon on 420, probably like at midnight or something. I'll post it for that. But it was so much fun. I tried to have like some kind of a plan and a schedule and stuff, and it just kind of, after a while, I just threw everything out because it was just like we were just all talking. It was very organic, and a lot of fun stuff came out. A lot of stuff not suitable for work.
No. Yeah, that's why we kept it behind closed doors, if you will.
Yeah.
I
But
can't
yeah,
have that lingering out there.
no,
No, I mean,
but if you want information about what's going on with this one, that's where you want to. I mean, that's where you're getting all the goods, because that was
I don't
pretty
even
much
want to
most
know.
of the
I
episode.
don't even remember.
No, it
Oh
was
God, I
fun.
did say the embarrassing thing.
We said a shit ton of embarrassing things. We all
Okay.
did.
Oh, okay, it's coming back to me now. No, but for those of you who are like me, who are like, I'm not really into the weed or whatever. I like a cocktail. I like my glass of wine or two. I felt like two of these little 5 milligram edibles. The brands is like edibles with like a DBZ or I don't know, something. Two little 5 milligram ones. And it honestly, it was like I had 2 or 3 glasses of wine. I was
Yeah.
just like happy. Like it was,
And
I
you
did not
can-
feel high, which is not what
No, you
I
just
didn't
feel
want
happy. And
Yeah.
you can see, like, at the beginning, we're both like stone cold sober, and like as the episode goes, it's 2 hours. And also you can actually watch it this time. It's never been video before. So but you can like see every single one of us just like getting more and more fucked up, and just like
I just
but
thought
no,
everything was funny.
there was a moment that it is the most wholesome moment where like we were talking about time zones, and then Jody's like,
Oh,
no,
I said something sarcastically, like,
Yeah,
oh,
Jody's
let's
like,
talk about the
let's
weather now.
But then Joan and Julie had this very just like earnest conversation about the weather, just the two of them.
And then in my head, I was like, oh, everyone took me seriously. I'm just not going to say anything because we're really getting into the weather.
It was so cute. It was just the most wholesome moment of that whole thing.
And then thank God you were like, I think she was joking. And then I was like, oh, you, okay. Anyway, okay,
it was amazing. So check it out. There was a lot of great moments. Nick came in. It was supposed to be like one guest at a time, but like a guest would come in and then they would just stay. And then I felt bad because I felt like everyone wanted to leave, but everyone was just like having fun. So we were all just hanging out. Me and Nick did a rendition of another duet for Jody. And it went just as good as all the other ones have gone.
It was amazing.
So check it out. There's a couple of things in the comments here. Somebody at the beginning asked, said they're new to the show and what is Michael from? Something I feel like we answer this like once a month for new people, but it's an SNL sketch with Kody Brown. It's so obscure. Does anyone else even like this?
And she's telling Michael Che about
Carrie Crum is her name.
Yeah, just different things. And then when she gets excited, she's like, and then Michael.
Michael.
Yeah, it's a very obscure reference. Don't feel like you're, the only one who is wondering what the heck that's from. It's just a deep cut and it just comes up. So yeah, Google that.
Yeah. And then somebody else asked, are you ever going to get merchandise with "You Fine" on it? And we got it down below. You can click on those links, or you can go to Redbubble. We got "You Fine." We got Coyote Pass.
Spring. There's all the merch links.
This is a coaster. This is Jody designed this.
So you can get
Fine. There's little so cold, so tiny.
Oh, cold. Some big sweatshirts.
You can just get our logo. So that's that. So 420. Everyone check it out on 420. This is the time to sign up. What else?
We have TRP coming up, Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. We also may have a on the docket again, because we're just kind of working ahead, because I'm working full time again. So we're trying to get all these episodes so that we're ready for you. It's been
really nice having canning stuff, and then we get like a whole week off.
Yeah, we have a Real Housewives of Orange County episode. I won't say which one, but it's a classic if you're Housewives watching.
I'm excited to watch it because they always show like clips of that episode.
Yeah, something that Watch What Crappens always references. It's an amazing episode. It's got it all.
Yeah. And then this week, you guys, last week we put out Sister Wives Season 6, Episode 11, Handsome Woman Party is what I like to call it. It's actually mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And my God, the amount of button-ups makes your head spin.
Right. Other left in the nation. Jesus.
And then this upcoming week, I'll probably put it tonight or tomorrow morning. We got Boys Night Out. We get to watch Kody stick his face in his best friend's taint, and they wrestle in the garage for and it goes on and on. Me and Jody were like, okay.
Oh, it was offensive. And we are so pro LGBTQIA+.
Yeah.
but Kody was like aggressively. Remember when he flew like Benny head first
Yeah.
across the garage
into his, but it wasn't into the guy's like chest. It was like into his like balls.
Oh,
He was like
balls
oh,
first.
balls first.
Yes, absolutely.
So funny.
So yeah, and then we're going to be recording an episode with surviving sister wives, Kody and Carly. No one get them in trouble, okay? Direct all the hate
our listeners are nice to them.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's ever said anything bad about them being on our show.
Their listeners just hate us.
Well, it's just because our show is, I think, such a kind of like clusterfuck, and theirs is very like, you know, they edit and stuff. Like, you know, they have a plan before they go in.
God, what's that word? Just like Robyn and Kody need a job. Our podcast is professional.
Yeah, and our podcast is bad. So, so if it's fine if they come on and it's a shit show, they're fine. So they'll be coming on, and we'll be doing with them the episode while the wives are away. Kody tries to kill Truly.
Everyone loves a good attempted murder. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. So that's what's coming up for us. I believe that wrestling move is known as the nuts edge, says Whitney wastes away.
5 on 2.
You know what I did want to say? And we don't get money for this. In fact, we pay StreamYard quite a bit of money every year. But I just wanted to give a shout out to StreamYard for how fucking user friendly it is.
Oh my gosh.
Because yesterday was like 2 people on there had never used it before, and there was 0 problems.
Yeah,
like you just
if you're
send
in the
a link,
podcast biz, it's great. And it took us a while to kind of find the right thing that'll work, and you know,
and you can stream right to YouTube like we are right now. And at one, like everything, all the recordings go together, but you can also split them. And Julie didn't have her headphones in for like half of the segment yesterday and could not tell. It didn't matter at all. So go StreamYard. If you're a podcaster, I'd really, really check that out. Or if anyone's thinking about doing a YouTube video.
Yeah, I think Dateline, they're hopping on board with StreamYard.
Yeah, for Yellow Jackets. I'm going to start listening to that, but I need to watch it first. I want to build them all up and then binge it all together.
Same. Okay, great.
Okay, good. We'll plan to do that together. Meg Scallion. She just posted something in our Facebook group that I've already forgotten, but I wanted to talk about.
All right, well, smash that like, you guys, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Okay, so we're trying to get all the biz out of the way.
Yeah. Okay, I found it. She wrote, full disclosure, I was high last night while re-listening to one of my favorite episodes, Marriage Boot Camp episode 5 with special guest Joan Moem, when I had a brilliant idea for the 420 episode. So again, like this was no one knew we were canning it that early, but I would like to do this now if you can get the clip up. But she's like, can you please revisit the Tanya clip with fresh ears? I'm confident that we can get this mystery solved.
Okay.
So
she's a little background of this.
Okay, so there's so many good stuff on that Patreon, guys. Like, and one of my favorite things that we ever did was Marriage Boot Camp with we did a couple.
Matt Bayer.
Amber, Matt Bayer. Who else was on there?
It doesn't even Brandy matter. Glanville.
Yeah, Brandy was on there because they her and Amber getting a big fight.
That guy that was high all the time, James, Jim Jones. Remember half asleep the whole time, but they were all terrified of him.
But he was hilarious. Yeah. Doesn't matter. But Tanya was on there, and it's where Jody like developed her Tanya. Well, no, you kind of already had it, but we really got going.
So actually, my Tanya and my Tony from Sister Wives is the same.
It's in that same part of your throat.
4,000 street tacos. That would be Tony. And Tanya's like, oh, Gary, are those your cucumbers, Gary?
So
and there was a point in time where on boot camp, Tanya had forgotten her prescription drugs for
she's going through active withdrawal. Like, no, they're not saying that. They're saying that she's sick, but she's like really, really in like
so she's withdrawal. Talking to Dr. Drew in the hallway, and I don't know why this was so funny, and it just stuck. And it's the stupidest comment she made, but it was just so funny. And she just goes, my scripts are coming on Tuesday.
And I don't even think that's probably how she said it. But
she said, I got my scripts are coming on Tuesday.
And she keeps saying it throughout the Tuesday they'll be coming. But there's this moment where they're like, her and Matt Bayer are like standing by this like water, and they're like fishing. And I think
Okay.
he's like baiting a hook, right?
I got
And
it
she
queued up right
says
here.
this, and we have played this 7,000 times probably at this point,
Right.
and nobody can figure. And every time you hear it, it's different. It's like
But
that
you
thing
think
on
you got it. You're
TikTok
like,
where
oh,
you
it's
look
got
at a
it.
word.
Oh,
Yeah,
you think
and
you
then
got it. Sorry,
so
we're
play
talking over
it
each other.
here. Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
we're both so excited.
And this
Go
is
ahead
the
and
one time in this series. Well, no, not the one time, but the biggest blatant error of editing. But again, no one who has ever watched or seen this clip has been able to figure it out. Normally, they would subtitle Tanya because she's just unintelligible. All right, so here we go. I'll play it a couple times. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with top about the hairs on there. Let's start with top about the hairs on there. Let's start with top about the hairs on there.
Okay, one more time. Ready?
Okay.
Let's start with top about the hairs on there.
Noelle, she says, put on the captions. Yeah, you don't think we tried that?
Yeah,
I think it says
no.
like it says
unintelligible.
Yeah, unintelligible.
No one can figure out, and that's that. Like it's God.
I'm hearing "hit it from you" at the end, like Sean hand and then "hit it from you."
All right, wait, hold on.
Let's start with top about the hairs on there.
The head is on there.
I'm here. I think everyone agrees that she's saying the word head because he's baiting. He's like hooking a fish.
Okay, so head is in there somewhere.
Maybe.
Okay, one more time.
Let's start with top about the hairs on there.
Okay, Mandesha says the head is on there. That sounds right.
Something. The hook.
The head is on there.
The head is on there.
The hook. Something about the hook.
Okay, let's try this.
Okay, we're gonna.
Let's start with top about the hairs on there.
I'm not hearing hooks, Julie.
Hips on the hook. The head is on there. Let's see.
Let's start with top about the hairs on there.
I heard hair says the relish tray. Nice name. Joe and Sully said, you guys are like the Ghost Hunter people trying to hear what that noise was. Yeah, I feel like we're those people in
hold
that.
On, babe.
John,
I know what you're gonna say. John Benet Ramsey.
Where it's like, but what did you hear?
What did you do? Is in the background.
No. What did you do? And then Burke says, well, what did you find? That's what Burke says.
Or what did you find? It was
what did you find? Yeah, Jim Clemente and Laura Richards were the two people that did. These are the important things that we keep in our heads.
By the way,
Laura Richards.
I just want to let you know you can put a little tick on your calendar for the week because yesterday I had my my weekly Travis and Charla Nash crossover in everyday life. I forgot what it was, but like it was a naturally Travis and Charla came out.
Yeah, I was thinking about monkeys the other day too. No, you know what it was? It was
Oh wait, I know what it is. Okay, go ahead.
What? Okay,
what? Go ahead, because it's going to bring up something else that we wanted to talk about.
Okay, this is probably not what you think. I was watching The Office again, and it was the episode "Money," where he declares bankruptcy, and Oscar's like, "I didn't know you had money problems," and Michael's like, "Monkey problems? I don't have monkey problems," and then Oscar's like, "I know that you know exactly what I said," and Michael just goes, "Oh, I hate monkeys."
Okay.
So that's when I thought of monkeys.
Well,
how about you?
It came to mind because I started watching. I'm not all the way through Jury Duty.
Oh yes. Okay. Yep. Great.
Which I think you have a picture of.
I do. I'm on it, girl. I'm on it, babe.
And there's a lady at the beginning where, I mean, this show is so ridiculous. It is very funny. They picked the perfect guy.
This guy must be getting so much poon like in his life right now.
Probably. And like for some reason it's on Amazon Prime for free for me, like the app on TV. So I don't know.
Not in Canada, babe.
Okay. Well, I'm watching it on Amazon Prime somehow.
I'm watching it on a VPN on Amazon Prime, but yeah.
There is an older lady, not the one in the front on the right, who I actually want to talk about.
Okay.
There's an older woman, maybe the first or second episode, and she stands up and she says, like, "Oh, this is just not my thing." She had a very pre-human man sort of face. Like she looked very
like caveman-y,
primate-ish.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, she kind of like isn't fully evolved. And then I was like, God, I mean, Travis, Charla, It just like, it
Ah.
made me, of course, anything having to do with primates makes me think of Travis. And I mean, don't get us started on Harambe. Anyhow,
People say that somebody has it in here, possibly.
has what?
So, wait, hang on. Okay. So, wait. Once you get the mouth, the head is on there.
Once you get the head.
Once you get the mouth, the head is on there. That's what Karen
All right, let's
says.
try it.
Okay.
Let's talk about the head on there.
I don't hear mouth. Hold on.
Let's talk about the head on there.
There's a T word in there. Once it.
Uh-huh.
We're getting it. We're getting closer.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, if I'm going to throw up that picture again.
What do you think of the big tall guy, Ross?
Ross. Which one is he?
He's like really, really tall, and he has a beard.
Oh,
he sits in the back row.
Let me guess, he's like a doughboy or something.
Yes, he is.
Okay, I'm talking about the lady in the front right. She's the older woman. Yeah, she's like falling asleep and stuff. I guarantee she was on some TV show with like Jerry Stiller. I don't know if it was like King of Queens and she's like a neighbor. She was dating him, but like I know she's been on TV in that sort of character. If someone
I looked up a lot of these people. That one girl is so funny. Like
the one that has a crush on the guy that's in Sex Lives of College Girls.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm. The nerdy guy, yeah.
She is so funny, and you can tell that they were like, every time you come to set, you have to have your hair like even crazier than the day before, and she's like doing it. She's so funny. They're all great, and James Marsden is doing a great job in there too. It's very believable, like it's completely believable.
Yeah. No, Lizzie, I wasn't saying like Neanderthal like that at all. Like, just had like a very like perfect face or whatever. Yeah, I gotta look it up on IMDb. But the show is really funny. And even I know a lot of people don't like James Marsden, but like he's got
who doesn't like James Marsden?
Oh, I've heard there's like a thing.
Huh.
I think because he has a beautiful face that you shouldn't like him, and he's good and he's talented, but he has a Paul Rudd meets like that's it, like a Jason Bateman likability humor sort of thing
for sure. Paul Rudd, really you totally nailed it with the Paul Rudd. So everyone
highly suggest get on that. Can we talk a little bit about Love is Blind? Can we jump into that or
get it up? I put up a new picture for it here with all.
Okay, so we've gone through all the weddings. There's going to be a live
spoilers here.
Is that today or tomorrow?
Tonight, Amanda, 6:00 my time. So whatever.
Okay. For you. All right. I think this season was pretty good. It was. The amount of drama that it was good. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if we kind of go through, let's go first couple like left to right. So we have just the couple that actually likes each other. They're in love. They'll probably stay together for a little while. I don't know about forever. What is it? Tiffany and
Brett.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Fine. He has a little freak out because his pants weren't tailored correctly and it was a little bitchy, but I kind of get what he's saying.
If that's the biggest drama they have, then whatever.
Yeah. Next couple, Bliss and Busted, whatever the heck his name is.
Smarmy Smarmerson.
Ugh. And have you seen him lately? He's got a TikTok. He like put on weight and he's trying to do the bearded guy thing and it just isn't working for him.
I actually think it is working for him a little more. I'm so excited that it's a live reunion. This is going to be such a shit show because they can't edit anything out. They could say anything.
Yeah.
And Vanessa's going to have to because they're all going to be screaming over each other and Vanessa's going to have to tell them to shut up. And they're not, and I wouldn't listen to her.
Oh, Vanessa's going to be so annoying.
Oh yeah. It's going to be amazing. I fucking can't wait.
But yeah. Bliss and whatever his name is. I don't think they're going to last long term. She's so out of his league.
Yeah. I think that she's just, based on her parents, I think she just has a really low self-esteem. So she felt like she has to accept this, but she'll.
I guess. I just don't see it. And he just talks with his mouth full all the time and his big old teeth and just, I don't get it. let's skip the middle couple. We'll go back to them.
I was gonna say let's work
Yeah.
the other way now.
Okay. So, well, obviously, way at the other end on the right side, these two, you know, they don't even go to the altar because she loves a toxic relationship.
Jackie.
She loves a bad boy, and he's way too good for her. He just seems like a nice girl.
Oh yeah, and he'll get. I'm sure again he's also getting a lot of poon now.
He is. Yeah, he's raking it.
The
in
guy
right
she's
now.
with now is his name Josh. He's got like cauliflower ear.
Yeah, and
I couldn't
like
get
a
over
dangly
that.
earring, like pretty earrings.
Yeah, it's like, here, let's draw more attention to my cauliflower ear.
Right. Yeah, tuck that
Awful.
shit back. Like put the cuff of your jacket up or something.
Yeah.
Cover it.
Well, I would grow my hair out. She's really she's being so messy on social media. And I know that they saw. Yeah, are you not following that?
No.
I'm just seeing it on my TikTok all over the place, but she's totally breaking all the NDAs. And I think that Netflix is letting her do it just because all it's doing is giving more fuel to the show. So, but she should be in trouble because she is, and like some of her friends are like leaking full text messages where she's like talking about the show with them, and she's talking about how she left this guy and he gave her ick, and now she's with Josh and they're married now. Like she's just like completely just spilling everything. No one cares about you anymore,
I'm sure
Jackie.
they're so happy. Yeah, you're done. Okay, so here we have like what's her face with the little bunny, little bunny mouth, who's got that crazy ass friend, and
then the other one. And Jean says this earlier up here. Have you seen the TikTok claim that Paul was sleeping with Micah's bridesmaid? Yeah, there's a video and her fucking mom gets in the way.
Oh, wait,
like,
the one that was the cock blocker?
No, not the busted Micah, but he was like walking by, and like the other bitchy bridesmaid, like the brunette, he's like gets around her, and then he puts his hand on her ass, as if to be like, excuse me. But it was very much, but then right as he's touching it, Micah's mom walks through the fucking frame. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, move.
Yeah, move. Just stand there in the corner and don't move until we tell you to. But then as she pulls out of the frame, you can see him taking his hand off of her ass, and she's kind of like,
what is that? I'm so little.
So
I don't think she was going to say yes to him.
Yeah, she was on there for the show.
Yeah, I think it was a really easy out for her to push it on him because they've never been able to do that before. Like, no, you tell me first.
Yeah, I think
obviously you want the other person to go first.
And I think he recognized that she was a total asshole and that her friends suck. And I think he was like, I cannot do this.
They didn't have a lot in common. Yeah.
No. I don't think they had any chemistry whatsoever. So let's talk about Chelsea and Kwame.
Oh my God, this girl. That was like a Roxanne from Teen Mom. This guy, Brianna. I was rooting for her. I feel like we were all rooting for her, but
girl, now I think everyone's kind of turning on her.
All of us, yeah. I think we're all guilty of not seeing the things that we really should see, and we're like, oh well, he said he loved me, so you're like. I mean, seriously, how hot is it in here?
She said, how hot am I in here? How hot am I in here?
Read the room. Oh, and the underwear photo shoot.
I can't.
It could not have been icier. Couldn't have been colder in there.
I've watched a lot of body language experts like discuss them, and she just like, if you watch anything, like even after they get married, she's just like holding, like she seems like someone that would get up in your face way too much, like hi, oh my baby, like just way too much, like up so there.
Happy. Which we're so happy.
Yeah, right, Kwame. So he posted something on Instagram a couple days ago, being like, just so you know, like we were just both nervous when the big cameras were on. So here's some pictures of like us when the cameras were off, and we have like total chemistry. And it's a picture of them like carpool karaokeing together.
They're like laughing like
video. Yeah. And they're
that's
like
what couples
do singing along to like a rap song, and she's doing all the like inappropriate white girl stuff. And I'm like, I don't see chemistry. You both just know the words to a song. And there's just pictures of them.
Fame thirsty.
Yes.
She obviously to a certain degree you have to be if you're going to agree to go on these shows, but just the blinders that she is not seeing
Yeah, it's
And how
really
it would
upsetting.
play on camera when he's like, yeah, super hot. Yep.
Yeah, she seems like she's a
lot.
walking red flag too.
Uh-huh. She's like a clinger to the nth degree, but it's in a momish kind of way where she's the kind that'll be like, he'll have the steak medium rare.
Once
You know,
the like sex,
He
once the
said broccoli,
sex
but he really wants
novelty,
asparagus.
once the novelty of sex wears off, she's gonna hate him because he's gonna just like annoy. Everything he does is gonna annoy her, and she's just
I
gonna
think he
pick
already
and pick
hates
and
her.
nag and nag. Well, he hates her, but once she kind of gets over like the fairy tale of it all,
And
she's
he's
just
not
gonna
following her rules.
yeah, she's gonna become mom,
Mm-hmm.
mean mommy.
Yep. Yeah, I don't like the way. Oh God, especially when she's like, my dad can be really tough on people, and he comes in like, Mr. Keaton from Family Ties, just this like wholesome, like,
Yeah.
It's like how I picture Ron. Daphne,
Yeah,
your
Ron.
mom's husband here.
No, I know.
I'm just explaining for people who don't know. Ron. Yeah, so
But
there
tonight,
you
live,
go.
are you
I
gonna
don't
watch
see,
it tonight?
Yeah, maybe I'll try to watch it. I'll
It'll
just
be
see what's
fun.
going on in the
I'm
household.
excited.
I think if any of them are still together, sure. But long term, I don't think any of them are going to stay together.
Jean says the rumor is he paid an actress to be his sister. I've been seeing that too.
Oh, that's gross.
These people are just they're all so thirsty. Like they just want that
ridiculous.
Instagram money.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, sure, get it.
Yeah.
But yikes. Okay, so what else? I have one more show that I don't know if anyone else is watching it, but you should be, especially if you like musicals. But Schmigadoon is back, and it's so good. And now they've moved into like the 70s era, which
it's like darker, sort of moodier.
Yeah, and it's weird because I'm like watching it, and they have all the different like homages and stuff, and it really forces you to realize that Sweeney Todd took place in the same era as like Godspell and Hair. And then also there was all the like Chicago and Pippin, like all of that up. And then there was just Sweeney Todd was also there. It was just so like, it was such a random cacophony of musicals, but the amount of references you would hate it. If
I was going to say for someone who knows everything about musicals,
I'm like, you're
going to love it. I was going to say you're going to love it, but if you're like me who like has a general idea, it's still funny. Like, I mean, again, you're going to get it on a different level and more of the nuances and the little things, but I mean,
everything is a reference. It's so
and everything's funny. It's just a funny show. So if you like Cecily Strong I always mix up his name. What is it?
Keegan.
Whatever. It's hilarious. It's great.
Yeah. Is anyone watching that? Does anyone care about Schmigadoon?
Oh, wow. Yeah, a bunch of people are
Ginger Snap.
Yeah.
Oh, what did they do? Were they an actor? Jody, your background is so different. No more small room. Yeah, you're not going back in your office anymore? Do you have like bad memories of that?
No, I will. No, I will go back in my recording office, but right now I have a couple things like big item stuff that I am going to be putting in my kitchen. I have like the big sink and the like all the stuff that needs to go into my kitchen when I get that new countertops. It's just taking up space in there. So I will be back in there, but I'm in my dining room right now, which is my office during the day. And for those of you asking, this shirt is in honor of Robyn's chapter, which we are going to be starting on Wednesdays. We match the patriarchy because she's She-Ra.
See, when somebody said, "What does your shirt say?" I immediately assumed that it said, "On Wednesdays we wear pink," and it was going to be like a Susan G. Komen breast cancer awareness t-shirt. I'm like, well, that's clearly what it is.
Right. No, because Robyn is a feminist. She's an independent woman.
Oh, she doesn't like the patriarchy, Jody.
Yeah.
Well, we got a little bit of time. We're gonna actually try to blast through all of Robyn's chapter today, guys. But I do have last one. I should have put up a picture for this, but There's a documentary in Canada, it's Disney Plus. I don't know what it is there. But it's called Pretty Baby, and it's a documentary about Brooke Shields.
Right.
And I am just too young, like just young enough where I was not privy to all of this stuff. I knew who she was. Like I knew that she was a person, and then the first time I really saw her do anything was she guest starred on a Super Bowl episode of Friends.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And she was very funny on it. And then she was also in like Suddenly Susan, right?
Sure.
With Kathy Griffin.
Quickly, you can get the shirt. They're all over Etsy or Amazon. I like to do the Etsy ones. Anyway, so this documentary kind of talks about how she was sexualized by her
mom. Do you even know though? Like, do you know how much stuff they made like that she did?
Yeah. Yes.
At age 12, she had to give her first kiss to like a 30-year-old man. It was what's his name? Kill Bill. Who's Bill in Kill Bill? The guy that like killed himself with autoerotic asphyxiation.
You're asking me.
Carradine. He's one of the Carradines.
Okay.
But like the good one. But he was like 30 and she had to kiss him as a 12-year-old. It was her first kiss. Terrible. Then there was The Blue Lagoon, which I knew was a movie. I just it just wasn't anything I ever watched. Have you ever seen that? She is 14
yes, I've seen it.
She is naked the whole time. They just had her hair. They had her glue her. Yeah,
with her brother.
Cousin. It's cousin.
Well,
it's first cousin.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
and
if you're in the Brown family,
a bebe.
They do have a bebe. And they're just naked the whole. It's just unreal, and they're like simulating sex. She had a body double for like the actual boobs and stuff, but like did they? Oh yeah, God forbid. Yeah. The most upsetting thing. Hang on, I have a picture here for anyone who gives a fuck. But the most upsetting thing was here's what the thing looks like. I wanted to put those pictures in. Thank you. So somebody saw Kody and Robyn at NAU. Yeah. Maybe I did post those. Okay. Anyway, she did these Calvin Klein ads when she was I don't know, probably 14, 15. Have you ever seen those?
14. Yes.
Holy I was so
that 3-year age gap where this was all on my radar. Like my age and older, you definitely knew all this stuff.
But also at our age, even if I'd seen that since we're younger, I would have just been like, oh, that's an adult woman. But now as a 40-year-old woman, I'm watching that and I'm like, that is a child.
Oh, a baby. Yeah.
Like
that's Googie.
She made
Paige's age.
Jesus. The things they're making her do on camera. And she did a bunch of them. There were like 15 of these things. Of her just like shoving her butt up in the air. Yes. Horrible. It is crazy. So check it out. And she's oh God. And then here's the other thing. Drew Barrymore is in the documentary, of course. I love Drew Barrymore. She needs to take it down a notch at this point. Because she's sitting way too close to all of her guests. Like the one with Dylan Mulvaney, too close.
Oh,
she did an interview with Brooke Shields, and she's like, their like faces are pressed against each other. And then she's in this documentary, and in the documentary, you know how they do like a talking head? They're just in a studio, they're sitting on a chair. She's sitting on a tiny chair, barefoot.
I knew it. I knew it. I was gonna say she's like sitting on a couch with like just like sockies, and she's got like her knees pulled up.
Chair, barefoot, cross-legged,
of course,
wearing like one of her oversized. And actually, I think it might be like the cross-legged, where like one's like this and the other one's kind of over. Like foldies. So I was like, okay, Drew, like, come on now, like we got it. You're relatable. She's doing too much at this point. I binged Playboy Murders yesterday. It's surprisingly so good. I think I actually do have access to that. Maybe I will check that. Okay, so yeah, check out Pretty Baby. It's upsetting. It's very upsetting. But yeah. Another thing that I watched really quickly was and it's free on YouTube, but I watched the uncut full like 26-minute version of Threat Level Midnight. Have you ever seen that?
From The Office.
Yeah, but it's like not the episode. Like they actually made the whole movie.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God. It is so John Krasinski is so
hilarious.
He leaves the hostages and he's like, I'm gonna go do some drugs. And then he comes back after a minute and he goes, well, those drugs really hit the spot. He's so ready, set, die on the ice. Everything is so perfect in that thing. Like that episode is just pure gold, and you can tell they're all having so much fun making it. So check
Oh my
that
gosh,
out.
Lexa Power said that's my Wi-Fi network name. I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna change mine to Threat Level Midnight.
That's funny
great.
because then you know that at least someone in your neighborhood is like cool.
Yep.
And then the other thing I watched was a movie I watch at least yearly, Shallow Hal.
Oh,
I love that movie. I love Jack Black. Love him. I like the movie and I appreciate what it's doing. And I think people say it wouldn't hold up today. If they just took out the jokes where she like is constantly breaking chairs, or where they're like sitting on a bench, or like they're in a canoe and the canoe is like all the way up in the air. If they got rid of those stupid jokes, it would actually be a really lovely.
Maybe the chair just didn't. It's because the chair has slats. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they should have been more classy. Yeah, bougier. And bought better chairs. But you know, she breaks a few chairs, and one chair she breaks and all the legs go straight out like this. Like bonk. It's like, okay, she's not that fun. But I think Gwyneth Paltrow does a really good job, and you can tell that she does an interview, but she's like, I studied what it must be like. Like she said she walked around for like 10 minutes wearing the fat suit. She's like, it was just unreal how invisible you feel. I'm like, you did.
Oh, and you got paid to feel that way. That's so hard.
Yeah, it's like it's not that. It's not really that big of a deal. But she like you can tell that she like you can tell she's like walking kind of like when she's walking like not as a thin person, which I guess I appreciate. She's putting effort in. So
yeah.
Anyway,
know what it's like to have your thighs rubbed together. Oh, so hard.
But I think I don't know. It's good. Made me like Gwyneth Paltrow a little bit.
Yeah. Sure.
That's how you do the scorn.
Yeah. Let's kind of jump into some My Sister Wives news, if that's okay, because
for sure.
It's simmering here. Yeah, David and Christine bought a home.
Oh, we're getting into all this.
And of course, David and Christine are engaged now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think a lot of people's first reaction, mine included, is like, oh God, it's so soon. You were just in this long-term marriage. Now you're jumping into something. And yes, like I am a little leery because again, it seems very soon to us, but again, there's been like a gap in time. I'm happy for her, but I think the thing that we need to remember, it's not for me. I would never get legally married again.
No.
Even if I was head over heels in love, it's just not for me. Exactly. That's the thing. She has always been basement wife. She's never been legally married. So she could finally be like, yeah, I am in her mind, I'm a legitimate wife.
Yes.
And so I guess if she's happy, I just, I hope it's wonderful. Right?
Did you delete all of my Howie pictures?
No.
Yes, you did.
I swear to God, I've not been in there. I haven't been in there.
Where do they fucking go? Here's a picture of all Howie's hats I wanted you to see. You can't see Howie on this. Look at this.
You're
Look
right.
At this.
I'm not looking at oh my God.
You can't see Howie.
This is obscene. Imagine if this was your mother who is dedicating this much time and money to an appetizer as opposed to you, her child. Right?
Where are all the pictures of Howie? I took all these photos of
I did not touch any. I haven't been in there at all. I promise you.
Someone got rid of my Howie.
I promise that I haven't. Okay.
Right,
well, yeah. I mean, if Christina's happy, I just don't want her rushing into anything. But
and also, I think they've been dating. They've been dating a couple of years. I think at this point, I think they just didn't announce it till this year. Probably TLC was like,
"You haven't." She hasn't really been in a relationship with even her husband for a functioning marriage or whatever they want to call it for what, 10, 15 years?
Kody made a statement about it. He said he thinks she's moving too fast.
Oh, is she, Kody?
Well, we're all wondering what your opinion is.
Yeah, Robyn.
No, they waited 9 whole months of chasteness.
9 whole months.
We had to wait.
She needed it.
I deserved that time. What else? We got my Robyn. Robyn is reopening apparently my sister-wives closet. Pulled a couple items here. Our favorite here.
Cringe. Those hands are so
hands!
scary. God, they're like
so
wrinkly but
ugly.
also skeletal.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Horrible. But then whilst I was looking for this picture, I noticed that my sister-wives closet has a suicide awareness chain that says choose to keep going. Oh, I just noticed now that the I is a semicolon.
Is that semicolon? That is so, the font that they just chose, like Times New Roman italic.
Yes, it is. It is. It's
hideous.
But she's apparently reopening the store for all of her adoring.
According to who?
I don't know. I saw an article, but it looks like it's like people are just really clamoring for it.
Oh, I'm sure. It's flying off the floor of their garage where it's all being stored.
Oh, I just realized the person that sent me the pictures of Robyn and Kody are on Instagram, and I can't get that on my computer, so I can't pull them. But hang on, it was Corinne. Yeah, she is a picture of Robyn and Kody. Kind of, I wonder if you can see it. Probably not. I'm almost actually here. Do you see them? They're just walking away.
Yep.
And Cody's hair is flowing in the breeze. And then there's this of Kody getting into his car, hair flowing.
God, his stupid head. I
He
hate
just
everything about him.
You can just feel his energy even in a picture of just like how much he stomps around.
Harumph. It's an angry harumph.
Yeah. And then somebody posted pictures of them at Dayton's like award ceremony, and Robyn's like right up at the front with her fucking camera. Like, you have a camera on your phone, girl.
Yeah, how many of those are you printing out and putting up around your house? Because all you have up is artwork from Kirkland's or QVC. But good work. I mean, we have some boots on the ground. Ooh, we got a flash of towel there for a second.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I just blew my nose. So there's that. What other sister wives news here? Christine's engaged. Let's look at what the Browns were up to for Easter here. So we got this is Janelle's Easter dinner. So,
is that Gabe?
Yeah, it's Gabe.
Amanda, I thought when you threw that up the first time, I thought that was Howie's mom. When you were looking for the Howie pictures that went up there, and I thought that was Howie's mom making Howie crafts.
No, this table just looks like dark. It looks like something you'd get at at medieval times. Like the color is just medieval times.
With a bag of
one bag of Starbucks.
Of Starbucks. Just throws the bag down. Happy Easter.
She didn't even like place them kind of nicely or like propped up. She
or in eggs, not in a like bowl. Although that table, I mean, God love Janelle. That table was in their original house in Lehigh.
I know.
She's hanging on to that.
Because I think she probably spent like, it was definitely from a consignment store, but like she probably spent $600 on that. Yeah. So, but no, I think it lives at Gabe and Garrison's or something. She gave it to one of her kids.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
By the way, Gwendolyn just finished her watch-alongs on her Patreon, which by the way, we do have access to her Patreon. I didn't realize that we did, but Gabe's feet are out. Yeah, Gwendolyn, everyone check out her Patreon and her YouTube channel. She just finished this whole season and she fucking hates Kody now. Like it's done. And now she's going back to season 1 and rewatching. So that's going to be real fun for her. Oof. But yeah, she's so good and charismatic. She's great at talking. She's smarter than Kody for sure.
I can't wait till she gets to the episode where her dad tries to kill her sister. That's going to be...
Oh, there's so many though. Okay, so here's David Christine and okay. So what do we think that David's thoughts on Truly are? Do you think he's kind of like
hold on, I gotta shut my board. Okay. I think Truly is quirky.
Yeah.
You know, Truly is Truly.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say anything.
We said this on our 420 episode that like on the show when she's just kind of normal, she's so cute. In pictures and on Christine's social media, she's doing a little too much. Like she's a guest on one of Christine's Cooking with Just Christine videos, and it's pretty rough. Like she's very like on camera.
She's also at that age too.
Of course,
just
everyone's annoying at that
awkward.
age. Yeah,
It's like Lady Fire 343 with Kelly Jo. Like Kelly Jo wants to be in it, but she also doesn't want to be in it.
See, here's another
And
one. Like, truly, can you just smile at the fucking camera and not
just
be
like
creepy?
lurking in the background.
Yeah, she's lurking. She's into toques now. She's in her toque era of.
I don't like all these photos of Christine and this guy. I don't. It just makes me nervous.
We'll see. We'll see.
And I think he looks a lot like the guy from Adults Adopting Adults. Bye bye.
But he looks
which
like
I still would love to know what happened with that show. We deserve answers for that.
I know. We recapped them. We recapped like 3 episodes, and then I had watched 2 episodes in the future just to like get ahead of it, and then they were just gone.
Yeah, I am paying attention. I'm just turning my heat on.
Oh, it's okay. No, I'm looking for
because it's freezing. Okay,
I'm gonna try to find a picture of my uncle. Do you think he'd be mad if I posted that? I posted.
I think you did before.
Here's one. No, did I?
Oh.
Well, anyway, here's another one. Just to like see how much he fucking looks like this guy. So I can't dislike David wholly. Here he is. Like that's him.
I mean, I think they both just have like white hair and beards.
Nah, they give the same energy to me.
Is that your hot cousin's dad?
No,
your hot cousin. Okay.
By
the way, you guys,
Debbie,
we do need to have an annual hot cousin contest.
Hot cousin off. I've got other pictures of what the Browns were up to. We got some rolls. Janelle made some rolls for Audie.
Oh, she got the recipe from Christine, Amanda. The famous rolls.
Making rolls for dinner. Boys are coming over later. We are going to actually sit down at the table.
Bye.
Oh, Janelle. Okay. Here we got Meri posted this at Lizzie's Heritage Inn. Look at it.
That is so Meri.
Oh, look at this.
I honestly feel like I'm gonna sneeze on dust. Like I can just.
Ooh, I just almost clicked a picture that I cannot click on. I should probably just delete it. It's a picture of you know what it is.
What?
I'm deleting it. It's of the fall. The wound fall.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
So I won't. No, I deleted it so that I don't accidentally. Okay, here we go. Janelle. She just lived denim.
Arms crossed. Denim button.
No context for this picture either.
Where's that apron? Where is that apron?
Oh, she's all denimed up.
This is adorable.
Although, Canadian
I
tuxedo.
wish, is that Caleb back there?
Yeah, I think it is.
Like, can you get out of the picture? Everyone else belongs there.
Well, he's related to them. And he's closer to Janelle's age than Patty.
Aren't all the other... Oh, okay, fine. Oh, look at Gabe's toes, people are saying. Oh, yeah, he's got toes. He's wearing some old navy flippy floppies.
Yeah, are men allowed to wear those? You need to go mandel if you're going to wear a sandal. You need it thick. All right. Let's get into some. I have not been fielding the chat, by the way, because we've had so much to talk about. So
I'm looking. No, we're all here. We're all here, just having a good time.
Let's do some Insta. I'll do Robyn, I guess. Okay.
Alrighty.
Because now that Christine got engaged, I wonder they're probably blowing them up right now.
I'll go to Kody. When Brown.
Oh, okay. This first one here on Robyn's, I'm glad I saw this at like 1:00 in the morning last night, just as I was passing out. Okay, the first question just said, "Kicked any dogs lately?" And then hashtag poo emoji. And then somebody wrote, "If you're so empathetic as you claim to be, then why the fuck did you buy real unalive butterflies for your hair and your cake and to frame at your wedding?" I forgot about this. So the Brinies have a business where they import butterflies that are already dead, but like rare butterflies and shit, and they like make them into jewelry. So in Robyn's wedding photo, where she has like that butterfly in her hair,
I know it.
Butterfly.
Ew.
Yeah,
I think that's gross. You have a dead bug in your hair.
It is gross, and it's also like you're a gross person.
Well, and also you're an
Kody, I need
adult,
the real
so don't
one. It's
put
so pretty.
any kind of alive, dead, plastic, acrylic butterfly in your hair because you're
Like,
an
why?
adult.
Yeah, she just doesn't she doesn't
She's
care
a
about
free
any other living
spirit.
things.
She's
No,
a
she
free
she
spirit.
wanted the more Janelle's like, I could just go to Claire's and get you one that looks or tie a ribbon in a bow and then call it a day.
I think Savannah has some extra hair stuff in her box in her room. Just dig through there and find something.
Okay. So why did you buy real unalive butterflies for your hair and your cake and to frame at your wedding? So you sourced butterflies for your own selfish fulfillment and disregarded their life as if it was insignificant and their beauty and life was for you to take and enjoy. Empaths do not have a heart to do that and certainly love all animals, yet you're happy to kick a dog in the face? You are a narcissist and far from an empath. Disgusting.
Wow.
Nicole Antionetti is doing her job over there.
Yeah. Okay. None of this turned out the way you wanted, did it? LOL. Those fake dreams that you once sold your wife that you're currently drowning in, laughy face, you deserve. Oh, Christina's engaged and happier that ever. Thank you for being such a POS because she can now enjoy her happily ever after. What? People are so angry that I love the mistyping. Like it's just, I've got to get it out. Okay.
Yeah. We got, oh my God, which one of you have been talking to the sun? It's so blatantly obvious that it's you or Kody. Stop embarrassing yourself. Be happy for Christine. That's what a real Christian would do. I don't even know what that means, but I guess someone's talking to the sun.
Okay. I'm sorry your marriage didn't work out. I know today must be a hard day. The engagement news broke today. I hope you
Is this somebody being nice? Is this someone trying to be nice? Okay.
I don't know. I hope you build back your family. Start with your children. I hope you and Janelle can work it out. My daughter can do those handstands and walk. Praying for you. I think therapy for you. Then you and the children would help.
Okay. Which post are you on, by the way?
Kody's
like the most recent, like the
no,
Coyote
it's
Pass.
The yeah, it's like the third one where it's a picture of Coyote Pass at sunrise or sunset. Yeah.
All right, I went. God is awesome, but you suck. Your jewelry sucks. Karma. God is awesome, but you suck, and your jewelry sucks.
Okay. Let's see. You look like the Grinch. Period. That is all.
Actually, okay, by the way, Date with Dateline is the one that tagged us in the butterfly story.
Oh.
Yeah. I commented on one of the posts there. It got a lot of traction. Can you find it?
Please?
Yeah.
Okay, so someone posted, truly at Universal with her new stepdad, probably spending your spelled YOUR' money, finally has a dad at 12 years old. And you put, please, Kody hasn't made his own actual money in years. Face.
Oh, yeah. Does it have likes?
7 likes.
Oh, going viral. Speaking of, smash that like. Remember how I had this banner ready for yesterday and I never used it? This happy 420.
Oh yeah, at the end.
I just forgot to use it.
Oh, hold on. Oh my God, wait. I'm seeing more comments. Betty Boop last week put, is this the view from the Shira Chateau? Nice. Pass gas.
Yes.
And then we got a hi, WLTHE. Oh my gosh, you guys are
you guys keep doing kicked any dogs. Okay, my favorite one of the ones that I read today is God is awesome, but you suck. Your jewelry sucks. Karma.
So good. All right.
Are we ready for Robyn? Hang on.
We are.
I'm gonna do a costume change. I just need to get he's getting to my Robyn.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Well, I'm gonna do my costume change right in
Still
front of you guys. I'm gonna put on my trusty Janelle. It's a cold, like rainy day out here, so sorry if it's kind of dark. Trusty Janelle going. And just as a reminder, we are starting, if you are reading along at home, kids, we're on page 152, chapter 8, which is Robyn's chapter. And when her chapter is done, we will move on to part 3 of the book, which is all about family. The family, Kody. Oh, we hear rumbling. And then we have Meri. Okay.
Whoops, I'm
We
here.
are on pins and needles. Oh, I had a headband upstairs I was going to find. Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God. Oh, you have business Robyn button up on.
Well, this is just the button up that she wore when we first meet her. Cody's my soulmate.
Business.
I'm 30, but I'm
oh my
not
God,
even
the
filled.
headband is amazing. All right, so you're on page 152, Robyn. Boot
Yeah, we're gonna try to blast through it. Well, no, we're gonna take our time, but it's only 15
we're saying like
pages.
we want to try to get through her chapter today, is what we're trying to say.
Which we should, because she's so simple and stupid that every paragraph is like a few lines. Okay, you go first.
Okay. When Kody and I got engaged, we didn't have enough money to get married or to help me move from southern Utah to Lehigh. Janelle offered, oh gee, I wonder why. Maybe because Janelle had a job. Janelle offered to let me move in with her, but I was desperate to avoid this situation.
Take what you can get, bitch.
Yeah.
So she made her buy her a house, rent the house. I think that's what
I needed time to explore my relationship with Kody. This would have been impossible living under the same roof as another wife. It wouldn't have been easy on anyone.
Like the rest of the other
Janelle's like, hey, you can live here if you need somewhere to live. But she's like, no, I need to be able to be alone with Kody as much as possible. Yeah. Well, hey, that's what Sister Wives is about, I thought. Right?
No, but Christine, can you get McKelty, who's not even like hitting puberty yet? Can you get her to come over and like raise my kids for me?
God, the manipulation right here. I don't believe Kody would have been able to be as emotionally involved in our relationship had I been living with Janelle, nor would that situation have been fair on their marriage. So for the moment, I stayed put in St. George. Oh, sure. She was worried about Janelle's relationship with Kody.
Oh, yeah. Of course. She's always thinking about her sister wives' needs.
Always. Even though we had no money to get married, Kody dreamed of a big fancy wedding. It's his view that since polygamists marry so often, they don't value the marriage ceremony and the reception as they should. They don't do enough to make the day special. For the most part, polygamous weddings are humble. Kody swore that when he and I married, it was going to be a big deal.
This is so like if I'm imagining all the other wives reading this. Can you imagine being Christine and reading that? Like what a fucking knife to the kidney that would be.
So it's important to him now to have a big wedding. Okay.
And she's kind of shading the other wives. Like, these other women didn't do what they should have done. They should have made it more important. It's like, no, they were doing what they were told they were supposed to do, is not make a big deal out of their marriages.
And she's trying to put it all on Kody. Like it was all Cody's idea to have this big
dreamed
of
this wedding.
He's already swore that when he and I married, it was going to be a big deal. That sounds like something where he's promising her because it's something she wants. I swear to you, I'm going to make it happen. Like she slipped right there. She just showed her ass. While I love all the sweetness and romance attached to a big wedding, I didn't want all the bother and attention. Sure,
girl.
Sure. And I certainly didn't want the drama I worried would come with the territory. The Browns had a comfortable and complicated family. I didn't want to come storming in with a huge party and make myself the center of attention. I wanted a quiet yet romantic wedding. And I wanted it to happen as soon as possible. But no matter what size wedding Kody and I decided on, we were going to have to wait. It was not entirely due to financial constraints that we were forced to put off our wedding. We got engaged at the end of September, and I was hoping we could find a way to be married by December at the latest. My future sister wives were unhappy with this plan. When I discovered this, I knew that I was going to have to be incredibly sensitive to their feelings and wishes as I planned my wedding.
God, it's impossible to even listen to this. She is so full of shit.
Such a victim.
I quickly realized how foolish I had been to consider getting married in December. I didn't want my wedding to Kody to distract from the Brown family's holidays. I didn't want my event to eclipse the children's Christmas.
Such a
Getting
martyr.
married in January was also out of the question, as it was Meri's birthday, Janelle's anniversary,
Day
and
after.
my son Dayton's birthday. February too posed similar problems. Oh, poor Robyn.
Hold
So many
birthdays.
activities.
By the way, you know what somebody
Kody.
pointed out? That is a really good
Kody.
point. That you know how like much of a big deal Christine and Kody make when McKelty wants to marry Tony, and they're like, you can't eclipse Maddie's wedding. Maddie's is the big wedding because it's to Caleb. And now Christine's kind of doing that with Gwendolyn, hey? Christine's getting married like right before Gwendolyn, I think.
Uh-oh.
Her own daughter.
Yeah, but it's different because they all like each other too. You know?
Yeah, true. That's like not a big deal. I just thought it was funny. Okay.
While Kody and I were figuring out the best and earliest possible date for our wedding, the television show that he'd been discussing since we got engaged went from a dream to a reality. The show's producer, Tim Gibbons, sold a pilot to TLC. TLC was going to help us pay for our wedding. No.
Oh, whoa, no shit. It wasn't only financial though, Jody. It was because of
I knew. Oh yeah, I knew that having a big ceremony meant the world to Kody, so I consented. This immediately posed another problem. They wanted to open the show with our wedding. Kody and I vehemently objected to this. It would be a grave disservice to Kody's first 3 wives to feature his wedding to me in the opening episode of the show. Focusing on a new wife would shortchange their rich family history. Since the goal of the show was to exhibit the wonderful and wild Brown family, beginning with my story just didn't make sense. It would have been hurtful to all of those who'd built this family from the ground up.
She's like getting off on this. She's like, it would have been so bad if it was me. It started with me.
Yeah.
If the attention was on me, that would have been so bad. It would have been
Because
so
they know how to start. In addition to this, Kody worried that if the first thing the audience saw him do was get married, people would misinterpret his intentions and view him as, quote, the marrying guy instead of the family man he is.
He has got a lot of nicknames out there in the universe.
Like that's not a thing, babe. That's not a nickname.
He's the marrying guy.
Pass gas.
After much discussion, Kody convinced the production team to begin the show with the core family and then introduce my story. That meant, once again, pushing back my wedding. Now my courtship would be extremely drawn out. 9 months. 9 months.
Extremely, she says. Extremely.
And not only that, it would be filmed. Something I'd never anticipated, Kody. Oh, me? Who, me? Better get some butterflies on the docket to fucking murder.
Attention, Kody.
No. Not only though, I'm glad that Kody and I had time to ourselves before the cameras intruded into our lives. I'm sure that I wouldn't have gotten to know him had he been filming a show right from the start. Eventually, we were able to settle on a date for our wedding at the end of May because that's when TLC set the date. When I began to plan the wedding, I wanted to involve my future sister wives as much as possible. In fact, I was going to make them all wear brown potato sacks.
And I brought them all to look at dresses. That really was like taking time away. Like Christine had a pump before she left. She was lactating all over the place. She didn't really even want to go, but she did it for them. That was for them.
I was aware that since TLC had become involved, the wedding was going to be a much larger event than I was comfortable with, Kody, and I worried that the amount of attention lavished on my wedding day might lead to hurt feelings.
Lavished.
I think when she says worried, she means I hoped. I hoped. Yes. So just anytime we say
she
worried,
is that dumb, she would mix it up.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure that my special day was as much of a celebration about my family as it was of my marriage. I wanted to do everything within my power to avoid offending my sister wife. some of whom didn't have an opportunity. Oh, you know what we forgot to do, Jody?
Oh, I'm on to the background. Purple girl.
There we
Purple
go.
girl.
Now we're
Yep.
cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay. Linda K says, Janelle said only one dead butterfly. We can afford one dead butterfly.
Enough.
People were saying there was also dead butterflies on the cake, Jody.
Yummy.
Hi, Scout. Where was I? I wanted to make sure. Okay, I wanted to do everything. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So some of whom didn't. Okay, I wanted to do everything within my power to avoid offending my sister wives. Some of whom didn't have the opportunity to have a large wedding. I had also watched other women in our church who were coming into a family not include the present wives in the reception and celebration of their marriage. She does this through the whole series. Whenever she's on the fucking couch, she goes like, well, I've seen this happen. I've seen it happen. I've seen it. You didn't grow up in a compound.
Yeah. And these three have actually been living it for the last 20 years. So maybe default to them.
And your handsome mother got divorced when you were like very young and then married the man of her dreams.
Right. The honeymoon marriage.
What are these called? What are these called?
Overall suspenders.
Suspenders. Wasn't he wearing suspenders when he was like
in the splash zone?
Splash zone suspenders. Oh God. I had heard horror stories about wives being hurt, if you can imagine, as they watched from the sidelines as the new wife married their husband. Again, she's getting off on this. I was determined to make it a happy day for everyone.
She's such a saint.
I also love how in the wedding episode, as she's like trying to wrangle the kids and they like lock her out of the car and shit, all the wives are just like getting their nails done and they're like, this is great. It's our big spa day. They don't give a fuck. Well, I was beginning to plan the wedding. Kody made a large commission on a sign he'd been trying to sell for ages. So basically, here's Kody's one sale. The sign. I want to know what sign it is. We used this money and my tax return. When you pay taxes, that usually means you have, what's that called?
A job.
Job. Right. Yeah. But she's acting like she
got like a child tax credit or whatever the hell that is. So,
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well, she had 3 jobs though, Jody.
Sure.
She's a single working mother. She couldn't even she didn't even have heat in her house. She was a wood burning stove.
No one should have to live like that.
No. We use this money and my tax return to help me and my kids move into my own apartment in Lehigh. Okay, Janelle.
Sure. Yep.
This made planning the wedding infinitely easier. It also allowed me to start developing a closer relationship to my sister wives. You know what would have helped that even more? If you moved in with them, like Janelle wanted you to.
Oh, like what she's also saying, she wants the big house, them all to live together. She's always wanted that. Yeah.
You were saying for having the kids. See, I never think of stuff like this.
Yeah.
That you get money for having kids. Okay, of course, it would have been nicer for me to have been able to have a place either in or near the big house, not in one of the other wives' apartments, but in my own. That would have made me feel integrated into the family instead of feeling like an outsider, Kody. Again, she's got a house being paid for her, and she's still fucking complaining about it. However, this was not possible since the house was designed for a man with 3 wives, not 4. I know a lot of people probably misinterpreted the fact that I was given my own house as my getting preferential treatment. This was not the case at all, though. There was simply no other reasonable option. I can think of quite a few. Janelle lived in a fucking teepee. There are other options.
Dreamt to live in a teepee.
I feel like she's going to do it this summer.
Aspires too. Yeah, I love that for her though.
If it was air conditioned, I could live in a teepee easily.
I don't really do anything. Just like on a beach in Costa Rica. There's a lady on TikTok. I forgot her name. I think I've sent it to you. Something like, I don't know, Diane in Costa Rica or something like that. And she just like lives in this little bungalow by the beach and she's got like a Janelle energy to her. I love it. Here's Kody's sign.
Sorry, I'm trying to. We have so many great people joining us today. Okay, when I got to Lehigh, is that where I am? No, yes. When I got to Lehigh, I made it very clear to my sister wives that I wanted my celebration to be about the family. I made sure to include them in every step of the planning process. The flowers, the cake, the invitations, the food, not the dress. In fact, Janelle even picked the location herself because she's paying.
She's paying for it.
Well, TLC's paying for it, but I'm sure Janelle, they probably give them a stipend, and then Janelle got she paid for the dead butterflies for sure.
Yeah. Or like, wow, all the money for this wedding could have gone towards, a bigger house for all of us to live in, but sure.
Robyn's Goiter says, remember how she talked about the procedure for paying her bills? Yeah. It's like, well, when I came in here, I just thought to myself, well, Janelle, it's awkward. Do I just throw my bills on the counter for you?
Yep. Just leave them there. Janelle will take care of it.
Ski Rita, I don't know if you're joining us later. Robyn wore real dead butterflies in her hair and on her cake at her wedding. And they were made by the Briney family from
April.
Sister wife. April and
Owie.
Okay. Yeah, later on, wait, where am I? The food. In fact, Janelle even picked the location herself, which was great. My sister wives and I even went dress shopping for my wedding dress. Yeah.
Oh,
we all know.
Let's get into this, Robyn. Yeah.
Let's talk about that out here. All right. The experience was really fun, and it was great to bond with them. I hate that I'm reading this chapter right now. I loved having their advice, but I didn't find a dress. Is she gonna lie here? Please say that she lies.
Yeah.
Later, I was looking by myself. Every dress in there fucking fit her. There were 7,000 dresses in there.
Shut up, Robyn.
Shut up. Later, I was looking by myself, and I was having trouble finding what would be appropriate. I'd never been a plural wife before, so I was a little nervous about what to wear. Kody happened to call right then.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, so it was destiny, Jules.
Sure.
Kody called right then and offered to help me, and I said yes. Later on in the show, Kody revealed this to everyone. Uh-oh. I don't think he meant to cause any hurt feelings, but the damage was done. I love this. Janelle and Meri felt like I had pretended to want them involved in picking out my dress, and then behind their backs had Kody help me instead. Oh, they probably
because that's what actually happened.
Yeah, you're stating what happened.
That's not even their opinion. You just said that is precisely what happened.
Well, here's her view on how Christine felt. Christine's struggle was that Kody hadn't helped her pick out hers. No, you fucking idiot. That's not what her struggle was.
Yeah, no, now you're twisting shit around.
Yeah, she's like, oh, she wanted help with her clothes. So that's it. She's so dumb. Yeah, I know. I didn't realize we'd be reading this in this chapter. I feel like this might have been in the last chapter, so I wasn't ready for this. I was frustrated with Kody for blurting out the story in a way that hurt my sister wives. Yeah, because she looks really bent
so now
out
it's
of shape.
Cody's fault.
Yeah, it's Cody's fault.
She's still not taking accountability. Like, I shouldn't have done that with him. Cody.
Well, and Janelle's like, they're like, I could have put in like 6 extra hours of work in, and I'm at this fucking shop watching you flounce around in dresses. Also, on the couch when Kody revealed it, Robyn says nothing. You said nothing, and that was cowardly.
Cowardly. That's right.
She's not
poor little Robyn.
My God, can that be the subtitle for our show? I hadn't meant harm. I just needed to pick out my dress.
Oh, she just needed to get a dress. What did you... Sister wives, what did you want her to do? She needs to find a dress.
Okay, after I chose my colors for the wedding, I wanted each of my brown. I'm thinking brown. I wanted each of my sister wives to have the exact style of dress she would like. Oh yeah, I'm sure that Janelle and Christine, that's just their dream. The dream fit, color, form. Also, a month postpartum. Right.
Fun.
All in the same color scheme. Meri wanted to use the wedding as an opportunity to take a family fucking portrait. I wanted this portrait to focus on my family, not on my wedding. So I had a second dress made to match my sister wife. That's where a lot of people get confused in the wedding episode. She does the wedding in her white dress, and that's why she's home later in like in the brown like 2-piece, and she's like dealing because I think they've already been married. Now she's home changing. Now they're going to the reception, taking pictures, and then she changes back into the white dress. And we'll read the next little paragraph, and then I'll pass gas. Although I would have been happy with the smallest of receptions. Sure, girl. The wedding was just like she was happy with not with she's not happy with a fucking six-room mansion.
Yeah.
There's no other rentals available, Kody.
Oh,
I need this mansion. Kids can't share a room. Although I would have been happy with the smallest of receptions, the wedding was absolutely lovely. I really felt that it celebrated not just Kody and me, but the union of our beautiful families. Pass gas.
That's cute story, Robyn.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Sometimes I worried that it seemed as if I was getting preferential treatment. Oh, so she does have some self-awareness. I got the big wedding followed by a long honeymoon. However, the honeymoon was both necessary and special to me. It was special to her, you guys. So obviously she needs that. Special. I hate her so much. I never asked Kody for the 10-day trip, but he must have had a sixth sense that it was something important for us. So wait a second. She never said I want basically a 2-week honeymoon. He didn't either. He just sensed it and just booked a long trip.
They're so in tune.
They never had a discussion about it at never. Sure.
Also, I think Jean says the wedding and reception were on 2 different days. That makes even more sense, actually. They should burn the dress on IG. Yeah, she's awful.
Oh God, listen to this one, you guys.
Okay.
Sorry. Since we believe in remaining chaste before marriage, the honeymoon ushers in a new part of our relationship. Those 10 days were especially important to me because of the hardships I had been through in my previous marriage. In addition to this, since I already had 3 kids, the minute we returned from our trip, Kody and I would be thrown into a cycle of homework and childcare. Oh, boo-hoo. Guess what? That's what you get when you have kids.
Yeah.
And you decide to blend families.
Yeah.
Sorry about it. God, what a victim. We would be developing our relationship as a married couple with 3 younger children. So it was wonderful to have such an extended vacation from the cares of home and private time to build our relationship.
I thought you spent 9 months building it. Haven't they been building this shit?
She needed this. It was comforting to know, however, that when I got back, my maternal duties would resume, but I would no longer be a single mother. I'd have a wonderful husband and 3 sister wives at my side
and
to pay for my bills.
Yes.
Right. I understand now that my long honeymoon was somewhat hurtful to my sister wives.
Way to read the room, bitch.
Who didn't have comparable experiences. I made sure Kody called all of them several times during our 10 days away, but not all of my new sister wives took his calls. So it's their fault.
Yeah, but I love that Janelle just ignored him for like the entire time.
Well, so you're going to call me and tell me about this great time, and I know you're going to get off the phone and go bone her. Thanks.
Yeah.
Great.
Like you can hear in his voice that he's trying to rush to get off the phone because he's already has a boner.
Yeah, and also it's like dinner time. There's kids screaming and all that kind of shit in the background. You're like, oh, great. You're having a good time. Great.
Oh, it's good to hear.
God. I found out later when we returned home how upset some of my sister wives were that Kody took a longer honeymoon with me than with them. I remember Christine talking to me and saying, if you needed that long, just tell me. I need to know you needed it. I told her that I needed it, but I didn't know how much until I was on the honeymoon with Kody. When you have been married and divorced, you can have the past come back to haunt you in the worst times.
Well, guess what, Robyn? Christine gets to experience that now with her new hot man, David.
I hope she takes
Cooley.
I hope she takes a 3-month like French Riviera honeymoon. She's got lots of horrible things.
This is almost Christine like threatening her in a way, like I need to hear you say that you needed it, or I'm not going to be able to like get over this. Like she's saying, I need you to say the words that you needed it. Because
I am having a hard time.
Yeah,
Robyn, a fucking perpetual victim. Okay. Like many women who embrace plural marriage, I had an overly idealistic notion of how simple it would be to develop a healthy and stable relationship with my sister wives.
Well, you've
I
already fucked everything
understood.
up. Look how
Yeah.
many fuck ups she's made
This is
already.
basically her saying, like, I didn't know I was going to have to like try to work at it. I just assumed like we would have a great relationship and I wouldn't have to do anything.
So far, she starts dating Kody while Christine is 9 months pregnant, or
Yeah.
6 months pregnant. She doesn't move into the house that Janelle tells her to move into.
It's her own.
The dress, dead butterflies, honeymoon.
Yeah. Courtship, where
Yeah.
Kody also had to spend every weekend so they could build their relationship, right?
Mhm.
I understood that there had been some issues regarding my courtship, but I assumed when the wedding was over, these would be forgotten, right? Because that's how feelings work.
Mhm.
It's just
Forget.
after time passes, just you forget about it. I imagined that when I returned from my honeymoon, I'd easily slide into the Brown family. I thought the struggles my sister wives were going through would fade because Kody and I were now married. Okay, then you are the dumbest fucking person on earth. Scout would know better that there's going to be a transition. God.
And as somebody who's
Struggles would just
always,
go away.
as somebody who lives so in her feelings, like her feelings are right here all the time.
Yeah, but
and she
it's only
doesn't
her
realize that this is going to be difficult. Oh well, they're married now, so what's the
Yep.
big deal? Hi, Scout.
She heard her name. See, she's riled up.
Yeah.
Meri and I had started out with a really great relationship when I started courting Kody. I was so excited. I know you hate her too. I was so excited to see that she wanted me in her family. She wasn't just looking for a sister wife. Oh my God. She was looking for a best friend. Why would Meri want to be looking for you stop it. Meri looking for a best friend, right? Meri's got so many best friends. She's got Jen, right?
Who, again, I can't believe I'm this exact same age as. We like share a birthday.
I was overjoyed. She even pulled me into her room once, Michael, and asked me what kind of ring and wedding I wanted because she would make sure it happened for me. Oh, that's cute.
I doubt that's how that actually went down.
And also, I'm sure Christine and Janelle loved this story about how Meri pulled her and was like, what do you want? Because I'll make it happen. I'll make sure whatever you want, we'll make it work.
Just like how Janelle and Christine loved when the whole divorce story took place without the two of them even being involved in any way until it was too late.
God. It was my dream come true to know that she cared about my happiness. Things seemed pretty good with Janelle and Christine as well.
Okay, you're
She just throws it in. They seem pretty good. Like,
fine.
I was so excited to share a life and family with these three women. As the courtship progressed, Meri's and my relationship struggled. But I thought that once Kody and I were married, that it would get better again. She is so fucking stupid.
No, yeah, she definitely doesn't have women friends.
After I steal their
friends.
man, it's going to be so much better.
Oh, yeah. They just have to get over it.
I knew Christine and Janelle were struggling too. But again, I thought it would all get better once I was officially part of the family and not just a fiance. So I just held on. Dumb. When I chose to marry Kody, I wasn't just choosing him. I wanted a relationship with Meri, Janelle, and Christine. While Kody and I were courting, I wanted to be close to his three wives. Except you didn't because you refused to go move closer to them. So
right, and you didn't let them take care of your fucking kid.
Oh, God, no. Whenever I came over to their house or headed back to southern Utah, I would hug them hello or goodbye.
Well,
what more could a sister wife want?
I mean, you nailed it. That's the secret.
Slow clap.
Yeah.
I had felt secure that these women were open to my arrival in their family. After all, if they truly hadn't wanted Kody to marry again, it would have been simple for them to just forbid it. Oh, so now it's their fault. They could have said no.
The moral of the story.
A man must have absolute permission from his wives before considering a courtship with a new woman. Meri, Janelle, and Christine are an independent bunch. That was funny. And they put their family first. If they hadn't believed that I should be part of their lives, they would have let Kody know.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's really easy to talk to.
Super open. Just like let him know how you're feeling, and he's going to
very
support
approachable. You. Yeah, open to hearing your thoughts and feelings.
Great. I should be a part of their lives. They would have let Kody know. But even believing that I belonged in their family doesn't mean it was going to be easy for them to make room for me. That's a much taller order, Pascas.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. When I returned from my honeymoon, hang on, let me go back to the thing. I was just looking at Facebook. When I returned from my honeymoon, I was shocked to discover how much my sister wives were struggling. Didn't we already cover this? It's like deja vu. They were cold and standoffish and struggled to make room for me in the family. When I had expected openness and acceptance, I found walls.
Oh, walls up. Walls up.
Taught her that word. Even though I was married to Kody, it still was very hard for them. So hard that they didn't know what to do with me. I felt as if my mere presence threatened them. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're slowly getting there. The hamster's just moving toward the wheel. No matter how hard I tried to be sweet or kind, it still wasn't enough. By the way, in Gwendolyn's video, Gwendolyn, by the way, does watch-alongs now. So like you have to watch on mute. But actually, I did a couple of them, and one of them was Robyn talking about how there were snarky comments being made at her, and Gwendolyn's like, "Oh, we want to talk about snarky comments," because she's like, Robyn is the queen of the snarky comments.
Well, I can see that, obviously.
Well, I mean, yeah, she's just so dumb that
there's me.
Yeah, she's just a bitch. By the way, someone earlier said, "Why don't hate Robyn just because she's skinny and can fit into her dresses?" That's not at all why we hate Robyn.
Are you kidding?
I don't give a fuck about that.
No,
she can be as skinny as she
horrible
wants.
person.
Yeah,
it's the fact that she said, "Oh, I couldn't find a dress, so I had to go with Kody."
Yeah, it's the fact that this whole thing is just a book of lies.
Yep.
And her victimhood.
Yeah,
I do not care what she looks like in a dress or what her body looks like or what her face and jaw look like. Okay. Maybe I care about the jaw a little bit. I found walls. Even though I was married to Kody, my very presence threatened them. No matter how hard I tried to be sweet or kind, it still wasn't enough. All my naive expectations that we would be best friends flew out the window. Again, these women are like in their these women were 40. Are you making a best friend? Well, I guess we became best friends around that age, but like,
but we have personalities. We weren't forced to be thrown together.
And we're not like married to the same man.
Right.
Ew. God.
Who sprays people with a hose
at a soccer game?
Funny. Like, what a monster.
He was being his natural, regular, silly self and spraying people with a hose.
A monster.
No matter how hard, Meri, with whom I'd once had a wonderful friendship, and I struggled a lot. The comma's weird here. And I, struggled a lot. She felt that anything bad going on between Kody and her was somehow my fault. Yeah, exactly. This really hurt me since I had been ecstatic about our friendship. Who would be ecstatic about a friendship with Meri?
Oh.
Meri's like the last one you want to be. It's like when you like just say you go to a new school and like you're like kind of looking at like the different groups that you want to hang out with, and then like the worst group like embraces you, and you're like, okay, but you even know that like I'm more top tier than this. Like I'm a little above you.
It's Meri.
Meri.
So funny though. Remember with the caramels?
I do remember the caramels. I do remember. It was pretty funny.
Don't.
Robyn's like like that wheezing where you're like
with her French tips.
Yeah, brand new French tips.
Oh my God.
I believe that Meri and I could. I didn't know how to repair our friendship, but I wanted so much to try Kody. I loved Meri, and I wanted back what we had in the beginning. She could have just said a hat at the beginning. I really didn't anticipate how much my sister wives would struggle with me coming into the family. You've said that 3 times now.
Well, guess what? They did. They are struggling, and they did struggle. So what are you going to do about it?
And I thought you grew up in a polygamous compound. You were watching this happen all over the place. You've seen it.
You know,
you had
struggle.
no idea. No, you.
And also, they're still struggling. So you can't just keep saying, well, you should have just told him in the beginning that he shouldn't have another wife. Sorry.
They would have told him. They would have said no.
Yeah. Well,
Catherine says, loving to read while I make peanut butter cookies. That sounds good.
Yummy.
Driftless in Wisconsin said Robyn had magical thinking. Getting married fixes everything. She did the same thing when she got pregnant. She lorded the pregnancy over the kids in a gross way to make them accept her.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite scenes. Is when she's like, "Guess what? Yeah, guess what? In 6 months, truly won't be the little one.
Truly won't be that. Yeah.
Truly will be irrelevant."
And all the kids are like,
"So suck it up, Truly, right now. You got 6 months." Yeah, they're all like, mm-hmm. Logan's like, "Great. Oh, that's good." What is, in the Middle Ages, this is how they read books. The reader would comment on the book. Huh, interesting. We're going Middle Ages here.
Totally meant that. I mean,
we knew that. It's a reference.
We're very learned.
Yeah, like Robyn. I didn't anticipate how much my sister wives would struggle with me coming into the family. I was unprepared for the fact that they believed that Robyn, was the source of their pain. What? Can you believe it? I didn't understand how difficult making room for a new wife could be, physically and emotionally, because there ain't no room, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, we physically have no room for you and your fucking kids. Although I like 2 of her kids. I found that simply, I never ever set out to hurt anyone, Kody. I found that simply having a relationship with Kody hurt them. Anything that he did for me had the potential of hurting them or making them jealous.
What?
Huh. I felt as if any kind of love and sweetness that they saw Kody and me share made them feel threatened and upset. So they shut me out. You can just, it's as if she's putting it together as she's writing.
Yeah. Curly girl Kody put this perfectly. She's too dumb to realize that she's revealing how dumb she is by saying she didn't realize how hard it would be, while also claiming to be an expert on polygamy. Yep. There you go.
Exactly. Perfectly put.
Yep.
There's a strange phenomenon. Oh, she's going to, here we go.
Okay. Guys, take some notes.
That happens. Yeah. Take some notes, guys. That happens in our lifestyle. When you are struggling with jealousy and insecurities, you manage to transform your sister wife into some sort of monster. So that must be what all of us as viewers have been doing with Robyn. She's not actually a monster. It's just
Christine and Janelle and Meri, they're just making it up because they're crazy.
They're women.
Crazy
women.
Like their emotions.
They got apples. Why are you looking at my oranges, Kody?
Right.
You begin to believe that your sister wife harbors you ill will or intentionally means to harm you. It's crazy. And from this paranoid perspective, real problems begin to arise.
So now because they're dumb, crazy women, they're the ones causing problems.
Yeah. But
it's not Kody and Robyn.
Good at manipulating. This whole chapter is just her talking and talking.
Master manipulation. Yep.
But it's also the Michael Scott. Sometimes I just start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going until I finish.
Also, realize she's about to use for the second time the word paranoid or paranoia, which is, talk again. This word is overused, but truly that is gaslighting. Because they're so paranoid, they're seeing things that are not actually happening. Like Kody spending more time with me on an 11-day honeymoon.
Jealous.
Because they never had that long of a honeymoon.
It's a phenomenon, Jody. Usually this paranoia springs from an insecurity about your relationship, not with your sister wife, but with your husband. Eventually, I discovered that some of my sister wives were often angry with me. Not because, Jody, not because of something I've done.
Okay.
But because they felt that Kody loved me more than them. It's crazy. They scared and threatened them. Well, when I learned this, I tried my best, Robyn's best, to open up a dialogue with whichever wife was struggling with me at that point. By talking things out, I was able to gain a fuller perspective. I was able to hone in on my basically, I think when she sits down with each wife, she's using each experience to like get deeper and deeper into their psyche so that she knows how to manipulate them better.
100%.
Yeah, she knows what their
That's
insecurities
why she started with Meri. Yep.
By talking things out, I was able to gain a fuller perspective and realize that their issues with me were not really personal. Often they struggle with me when they aren't feeling close enough to Kody, or when they are dealing with their own jealousy or insecurity. She's just saying the
because
same
of you
thing over and over.
No, this is a personal thing. They have a problem with you.
I don't like you.
They're telling you, I have a problem with you and Kody.
No,
She's
but
like,
Jody,
oh,
it's not
personal
just them.
between me and Kody.
She's jealous too. I feel these things
Okay.
myself too. And I have
Oh,
to
do
work
you?
on dealing with my own insecurities and jealousies and not blame my sister wives or Kody for them.
Name one thing, Robyn. One thing you're jealous
That you're
of.
insecure about.
That
Probably
you're
that
jealous of with
Janelle's
the
smarter
other
than
wives.
her. She probably is very.
She's
But
too dumb to realize that.
yeah, and I
She's
think
too
that Robyn's
dumb.
Robyn's like, well, I'm skinny though.
Yeah. No,
I think
she
that's always
thinks
kind of-
she's just as smart.
All right, pass gas.
Oh, I know having a great relationship with my sister wives has less to do with them and me and more to do with them and Kody. In order for me to develop the friendships with them that I'd hoped and prayed for, I know that I need to promote their marriages, be a good friend, and help them through whatever struggles they may be having. And above all, support and love them. This is all very in theory. Name some
Yeah.
actual things you are going to
This
do to
would
help
probably
them.
work if I did this.
Like work, get a job, contribute, take care of the
Underage
kids.
Jody.
After all, we are all women working towards the same goal. See? The strength and stability of our family and our marriages. We all want the same thing, and we don't want to hurt each other. Despite this knowledge, insecurity, which is the constant pitfall of our lifestyle, rears its ugly head. Instead of acknowledging that we are working together and that we want to make our family and friendships work, it can be tempting to think of your sister wife as the girl in high school who's fighting with you over your boyfriend.
That is what it is. You're fighting over. Oh,
you
yeah, fine, go for it. God damn it, Scout. She's getting really wily lately. That dog. Hang on, let me look at these comments. Yeah, this is nauseating. Yes, I know. No, for sure. Mandesha says celery and granola provider. You want some granola? I got some granola bars, Kody. Okay. Do you want to continue? I haven't started yet.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Figuring out how to navigate our relationships is tricky. Even when some of us were raised polygamist, we still grew up in a monogamous world. Aside from our mother's relationships with their sister wives, we don't really have much of a frame of reference for how to deal with the conflicts and jealousy that crop up. I call bullshit. She's always saying, like, oh, this is what you do when you're jealous. Yeah. After all, we never see relationships like ours on television, in movies, or read about them in books.
Well, there's big love.
I mean, let's be fair. You don't read books, Robyn. Okay? We have to navigate our situation blindly without a map or outside help. I completely understand why my sister wives can be jealous of my relationship with Kody. Our marriage is fresh and young.
Young.
So young.
Which by proxy means that theirs is moldy and old.
Yep.
Yeah.
They may sometimes believe that he loves me more than he loves them because of this, but that simply isn't true. I know Kody loves Meri, Janelle, and Christine. I wouldn't respect him otherwise. Okay, but he's definitely told you that he loves you more than them. Like, come on.
Like, don't worry. You know you're the best. Mandesha says, I can't help if people are jealous of me because I'm popular.
Yep. 100%.
That's definitely what she told herself, because you know that she didn't have friends growing up because she's so aggravating to be around.
She's Aurora.
Yeah, but that's what she tells herself. And that's what she probably tells Aurora. Aurora, everyone's just jealous of you.
Absolutely.
You're so cool with
you're
your
so
guitar.
pure. And you're so sweet. I know, however, that the best thing for Kody's and my marriage in the long run will be for him to validate his other marriages and reaffirm his love for my sister wives. All our marriages go through highs and low points, but he needs to commit to them and they to him so that together they will work things out. I mean, well, she obviously is a marriage expert here, right?
Well, yeah, she's an expert on everything.
All they have to do is commit and work things out. Well, why didn't you do that with your ex-husband then, Robyn? If that's all you have to do.
Abuse of Jody.
Oh, right. And Kody was it. This is a universal truth in all marriages, polygamous or not. Although it's not always that simple, this is something I'm always bugging Kody and my sister and wives to do. I want all the relationships in our family to be successful. I think that's a really good tactic when you keep telling your sister wives, work on your marriage with Kody. You just have to keep working on it.
I've seen it in Vegas. You had good dates.
Over great. When things become difficult between me and my sister wives, they have a tendency to block me out and not give me a voice. Wow.
Okay.
While they might be jealous of my relationship with Kody, I don't think they realize how often I'm confronted with the fact that they all share a history that I will never be a part of.
Yeah, so probably a good reason why you shouldn't have joined this family. You should have
Yeah.
joined a new family.
But also, you also decide to get a piece of artwork done where you actually do make that
It
history.
was a moment that didn't exist, but now it does, Kody.
They have a culture within their family that was long established before I came in. They have stories, jokes,
The way they laugh. They laugh.
struggles and triumphs that are simply off limits to me. Sometimes it can be hurtful to know that although I'm married to Kody just as they are, I will never be as deeply entrenched in the family's history. I will always be the new kid on the block. Well, not really. Like, once you're blended with the family, every time they see you, they're not going to be like, oh, you're brand new here. Like, it's been 10 or 15 years. Like, you're part of the family, I guess.
Yeah, she's still the new kid on the block.
Sometimes it's challenging to speak up and ask my sister wives to make room for me in their world. I have been in relationships in the past where I've been steamrolled, Amanda.
What? You weren't a polygamist, though.
After this happened, I made a promise that I would always stand up for myself.
Shira.
Since my sister wives had developed such a solid and preordained way of doing things before I arrived, there was a tendency to brush off my suggestions. I had to tell them that I deserve a voice in the family too. However, since I wasn't around for all those first 16 years, my ideas and concerns often got downplayed.
Also, when she said
they were bad ideas.
You're an idiot. And she said, I had to tell them that I deserve a voice in the family. By that, she means I told Kody, and then he railed on them about it. She doesn't actually say this to them.
How about like you take a day? It's not like you get married to him and then all of a sudden you're supposed to be for mommy. During my first few months of the family, I would listen in family discussions while my sister wives and Kody would get angry with one another. I tried to suggest that there was a more constructive way of arguing, a safer, calmer way. I know from experience how much damage can be done when you don't have control of your anger and frustration. But the family pretty much told me that they had their own way of doing things. Eventually, I showed them through example how to talk things out reasonably. Now I'm often asked to help mediate family talks.
No, you're
Kody.
not. You decide.
By Kody.
Or she just does it. Ugh.
My sister
I'm
wives
so
will
tired of
sometimes...
Counselor Robyn.
Whoa. Okay, hold on.
What?
I'm calling bullshit on this next paragraph. No fucking way did this happen because we would have seen it.
Okay, yeah.
My sister wives will sometimes try to mother me. I feel like I'm the little sister wife.
So tiny.
I have to remind my sister wives that I survived both a difficult marriage and several years of single motherhood on my own.
You remind them enough. Strong. We know. You remind them every day.
I'm strong and independent. While I'm grateful for their advice, I don't always need it. Okay, several years of single motherhood. Several years. Years, she's trying to say now.
And what was it? It was like a year and a half?
Something like that. And also, guess what? They're currently surviving a difficult marriage. So you should have something called empathy for them.
Well, I mean, just like that person put in her Instagram comments that she's not an empath. Yeah.
Strong and independent, she says. And she's not brought a single penny to this family.
Oh, they didn't they give up their savings to open my sister's closet?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, pass gas.
What's going on there? We're still in the process of blending our families. This has taken a great deal of patience. Before I arrived, the Brown family had their own way of running things, which was slightly different from mine, and it worked. They something they figured out over 20 years of marriage together, and I came in and ruined it. Since they have so many children, they cannot tend to all the discrepancies that arise. They have a saying: "If you're not bleeding, don't tattle." That's Brown.
They needed to workshop that a little bit. Like, let's get a rhyme or something in there.
Yeah. For the most part,
unless you're bleeding, I don't want to hear what you're needing or something like that. Let's work on that.
But okay, so like this. Okay, so what? She's clearly judging them for this. Honestly, I agree with the Browns so much more than how I agree with Robyn's parenting style of just smothering helicopter mom.
Right. Oh yeah, there's definitely an in between. And when you have 14 kids, like I can't tend to just a little whining.
Yeah. Well, even just the other day when Charlie something happened and he was like he waited too long before like doing his eye drops or something, and you're like, well, I'm not going to feel sorry for you.
No, he was supposed to do his chores and he was supposed to go with his dad and he didn't want to go. And I said, okay, then you need to finish those while I'm recording with Amanda.
Right.
And when I get done, if the chores are not done, you're going to have a consequence. And if you are going to have a hard time be crying about it, I'm not going to feel bad for you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And he didn't do it. And he was crying and he was all upset. And you heard me. I'm like, I don't know if you heard that part, but I'm like, I told you I'm not going to feel bad for you.
Oh
this
yeah, you texted
totally
me later, and you were like, we got like it was like a whole thing. Like he's mad.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm telling you, I'm not going to feel bad for you. So there you go.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Anyway,
was I talking?
yeah.
I was okay. For the most part, they leave their children to work out their own problems. I'm very emotionally sensitive to those around me, Kody, which makes it very difficult to turn my back on even the smallest issue between two of our kids. If even the slightest disagreement arises, I want to get to the root of it. I want to sit the children down and talk it through, get to the source of the problem and solve it. God, how exhausting. Especially with like kids around age 9, 10. You don't need to get to the root of shit. They're kids. They're annoyed with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Instead of telling the children to go work something out on their own, it's my instinct to mediate, aka meddle. It is my nature to be God, I'm like really twitchy. Any new viewers? I have Tourette's.
You want me to go? Does that help?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Reading makes
I want to get to the root of it. I want to sit the children down and talk through it. Oh, wait, guys, I'm so sorry. It is my nature to be emotionally in tune with everything around me, both good and bad. For instance, I'm careful to group our youngest girls in a way that one of them doesn't get picked on by the others for some of her quirks. I go out of my way to create an environment that is safe and protective for everyone in the family.
So is she talking about Brianna there?
I
Does
guess
Brianna cry so much?
probably. At first, the older kids and some of my sister wives thought I was babying my kids. I had to explain that I was just looking out for them, all of them, not just my own biological children.
No.
I had to explain to them that I raised my kids to be more emotionally sensitive to one another and to be comfortable expressing their problems and concerns. It's not a sign of weakness, I explained, to address your issues head on.
Can you imagine her standing there in front of you saying this to you? Well, I don't know, Jody. I just raised my kids.
Aurora next to her.
Yeah.
Like
I raised my kids this way.
You want me to raise them to be like this? Yeah. I raised mine to be emotionally sensitive, to care about other people and talk about their feelings.
If it was up to Robyn, like the whole Brown family would just be all Lydia Plath.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And like just carry each other around in a full-size human Bjorn. Right. It's just a Bjorn, not a baby Bjorn, just a Bjorn.
A Bjorn.
Soon, some of the older children grew comfortable with my parenting style. They've begun to confide in me because they know I'm patient with their problems. They are willing to spill their guts to me about their most personal issues, which is something of a relief for them. I want not just all the children, but all of my sister wives to feel that I am emotionally available to them so they can talk to me about anything.
She's basically saying she's saving the family. I'm saving these kids by giving them an outlet to express themselves. And she wants
her other sister wives to know, oh, your kids are all coming to me and telling me all these things that you don't even know about.
You're bad parents. You're bad moms.
They tell me things that they won't tell you. During the first year of my marriage to Kody, my sister wives began to recognize what they call my, quote, emotional intelligence.
No one's calling it that, honey.
And also, Robyn's never heard of that because she put it in quotes. Like, that is an actual thing, Robyn. Yeah. Okay. When I first started courting Kody, my viewpoint gave him a new perspective on his family and some of his relationships. You don't say, Dios mío. Yeah, we know you gave him a different perspective because now he hates all of them. At first, I think it was hard for my sister wives to hear my voice coming through when Kody spoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
that's
think as time
annoying.
passed,
Stay here.
my opinion was respected more and more. Hey, read the room, Robyn. That never happened.
I think they just became like, all right. Just
She saw it when they were
okay.
like, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She
So they
took
just
that as
tuned
like,
it
they
out?
said, yeah. Like they were nodding their
Yeah,
head.
like
They were really into
they
it.
respect me and my emotional intelligence.
Janelle has expressed to me that she is grateful for my ability to make tough conversations safe. Meri also confides in me when she's working through an issue because she knows that I will validate her feelings.
As opposed to Christina and Janelle, those fucking bitches.
Yep. After Kody and I got married, Meri and I decided to see a counselor together. We both wanted to get our relationship to the great place from which we'd started. I was heartbroken that we weren't close because it was all I wanted. Meri was very mature about facing tough issues with me. It has made us better people and better sister wives. I love Meri so much. From the moment I met her on my cousin's lawn, I felt an eternal connection to her.
Who's her cousin?
Oh, yeah. Reba.
Oh, we got Reba. Hello, everybody. This is Robyn. She is my niece. She's a wonderful mother. She is going through some hard times. She has 3 jobs. She lives off of a wood-burning stove, if you can believe it, and a hot plate.
Thank God for Reba. Meri is
together.
loyal, fidelis, fun.
She is fun.
And good.
Oh,
good.
Usually when you make a list, you end with like the best.
Good.
The best word? Good.
If someone's like,
She's
oh,
good.
Tell me your opinion on Amanda. And if I just said like, she's loyal, she's hilarious and good. Would you be like, oh, you cut out at the end. She's good. Working teammate. I thought you.
By the way, okay. I want to read a Loco vision. Hello, Loco. She's like, Aurora didn't seem so sensitive as she elbowed Savannah out of the way to hug Logan first, or called Savannah's room in the RV where the dog slept.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Oh, I lost where it was good. Oh, I love spending time with Meri. We have a lot of fun hanging out and being girls together.
Oh my God.
Do you want me to pass gas or no?
No, I'll do it. Where are you? Oh, being girls.
We both worked. Well,
we both worked hard.
Wait,
that sounded weird out of context. Yeah.
Okay.
We both worked hard to implement the things we have learned in our relationship. She and I have repaired our bond, and we finally arrived at a place where we have our own friendship, independent of the family. Now I tease her by telling her she tricked me into marrying her husband and then abandoned me. Oh, God. That's a good one. That's hilarious.
God, hilarious.
Yep. We have come so far that we can actually laugh at this. I'm so excited about the life that lies before us. Oof. The potential for an everlasting friendship with these women is the best thing our faith has to offer. Meri and I have come so far in our relationship, and I am so grateful to have such a special closeness with her. This whole thing is also just her shitting on Janelle and Christine, being like,
yep.
Just so you guys know, me and Meri are really close, and you guys are better.
Yeah. Absolutely. She's premeditated.
Meri and I have come to so far in our relationship. I'm on the path to developing a closer relationship with Janelle and Christine as well. Janelle and I have opened the lines of communication. After 4 years, we've now just opened the lines of communication. And we have found that we have so many things in common. She has amazing talent.
Like,
so that
Janelle,
itself, we don't have anything in common.
Like,
she has talent.
Janelle also has access to my Victoria's Secret account number so she can pay it off.
Right. Yeah. In common. She has amazing talents. I hope she knows how much I support her. Christine and I are building the foundation to a better relationship. Some days I know just to let her be where she's at. I miss it when she isn't her fun-loving self. I pray all the time that she understands I have her best interests at heart and that I love her.
Shut up. Okay, again, things you cannot show. Things that you can't see and take hold of. It's very just up here. I love her. I care about her.
We got what's happening here? Spam. Somebody just wrote the N-word.
I got it.
Sorry, guys, we got it. The fuck? That was weird. What do people get from that? Do they get something from spamming?
Oh no.
The N-word?
They're blocked. We got it.
Yeah, no, they're out. They're out.
They're out.
We should really just get a moderator. I want to do girl stuff with all of them. Well, sorry, Robyn. They're 40 and raising 20 kids.
Right.
I want to be close to them all. I love them all unequivocally. No way that's your word. I want them to know that I will always be open to hearing what is bothering them so that we can get closer, and then I can go and immediately run to Kody and tell him what they said. I want to share our family's triumphs and sorrows with them. I want to support our husband together as a unified team, Jody.
Oh.
I know that the potential for the closeness is there. My sister wives already do so much for me that sometimes I feel lazy.
Go with that, Robyn. Go with that.
Stay on that thread. Yeah. I had grown used to taking care of myself. Okay. Attending to all of my business affairs, my housekeeping, and my child rearing. Now, Janelle does a lot of the accounting for the family.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Tell us something we don't know.
Yeah.
Christine entertains and keeps the kids happy when we are together.
Oh, that
Meri
raises them. Raises
the kids.
Robyn. Right.
Meri gets us organized for trips. And then what do you do? She brings the
one-time annual trip. She helps.
They have taken such an enormous burden off of me. Oh, well, that's nice for you.
Yeah.
And how are you going to repay them for that? I've grown accustomed to having so much. I've had to grow accustomed to having so much taken. Oh, she's saying like she had to get used to being like, even more useless than she was before. I realized that I don't have to do it all, so I don't do anything at all. Pass gas.
At Christmas, I really learned how my sister wives could come through for me. I had been sick leading up to the holidays, Amanda, and somehow I had neglected to buy. Is it happening again?
Yeah, same person trying to spell out the N-word, but they also let us know that they eat ass, in case we're interested.
Okay, blocked them too. Okay.
All
right, you watch that. Here. At Christmas, I really learned how my sister wives could come through for me. I had been sick leading up to the holidays, and somehow I neglected to buy stocking stuffers for my own kids. I didn't realize this until Christmas Eve when the adults were sitting around stuffing stockings. I was horrified, but my sister wives had it covered.
Oh, nice.
I sat there in awe as they produced everything I needed to fill my children's stockings. Now that I've had my first child with Kody, I'm especially excited to see what my sister wives will bring to this experience.
So basically, now I have another I can't wait to see how they provide for Solomon.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see what more they will give to my children. They were wonderful throughout my pregnancy, looking out for my needs and lending a hand whenever possible. Meri even has a changing table and baby clothes in her house so she can take care of my baby on her own from time to time. Yeah, that you never let her do.
Yeah.
Right away, I could see the perks of having 3 wonderful women to help me raise not only just this child, but my 3 other children. Of course, there will be struggles down the road. There are days when I'm so mad at one of my sister wives that I want to scream. When this happens, I have to find a quiet moment and talk to God until I arrive at a place where I can calmly talk to my sister wife about what is bothering me.
Isn't every moment quiet to you, Robyn? What's going on? Like, it must be just
is taking care of your kids.
Yeah. Like her head just must sound like
when. I know that it will be part of my earthly triumph to work out these relationships with these women. Well, how'd that work out for you, babe? Not well. When I think about our relationships and how we develop them, I often think about a muscle.
Oh, here we go.
Muscle
we're going to get some good analogies here now. Let's see.
Does not grow and get stronger until it's pushed and tested and sometimes even torn. When you work out, Amanda, you are stretching and testing this muscle until it hurts. But when you're
never
done,
worked out a day in her life.
But when you're done, your muscle is stronger. That's what our relationships are like. Oh, is it happening again?
Yeah. Jesus, what the hell? Why are you doing this?
Got it. Trainer Bill just came in, someone said. I'm very idealistic about love and marriage. I want it all. The amazing love I share with Kody and the wonderful friendships. I know I can have it with my sister wives. While I plan to never leave the honeymoon phase of my marriage, I also imagine that I have 3 women who will ultimately be my best friends forever.
The end. If
that was beautiful.
If you asked Robyn, do you think she'd say that they're still in their honeymoon phase? Because every picture you see of her and Kody, they look miserable.
Of course she will say that, because she's never going to admit any sort of fault or defeat. Yes.
No.
They're wildly in love.
Why do we have so many spammers today? What the hell?
One boot lamp up, because it's Robyn's chapter.
Maybe that's why somebody's writing the N-word. Next we got Meri's chapter, part 3, family.
That's right.
Family.
And remember, guys, hit that like button for this episode. Subscribe, like some of the other episodes. It really helps us to grow and spread the word. And then, of course, coming up this week on Patreon, all the links are there. We have some throwback episodes of Sister Wives that we listen to kind of live. We're going to be having Surviving Sister Wives on as a guest. And then we also have Total Request podcast with
check out our actual Total Request podcast Patreon. It's like $4 a month, maybe I think $6 gets you like everything. But there's like 300 back episodes on there. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's 300, but like there's a shit ton of back episodes on there that are all gold. Some great ones out there. And then also I forgot about this. If you want to leave us a tip, you can send us a PayPal, AmandaJodyPodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. And
Smash
what else? Smash them, share. We'll be around next week. We'll put up a little reminder so you can come back next week. And
and make sure that you check out our 420 episode.
Right.
Yeah. And happy 420 to everyone this week.
There you go.
However you celebrate. Everyone have a wonderful week. And Latrice, do you want to do the sign off with us? You're adults. Bye.
Bye. Oh, God.
Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment. And click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast. That's patreon.com/trpod. And We Love to Hate TV. Patreon.com/Love to Hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.